The future belongs to those who prepare for today. Malcolm X. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on when and where you are watching from. This is Professionals Daily Devotion with Olasutomi Okwaifa, and thank God it's Friday. Not just because we are not because we are lazy, because just feel, of course, every time you need to rest, productivity plus rest will give you fantastic results. So this week, as we round up to rest and then prepare for a new month, interestingly, we are closing on our series on leadership, and we're looking at embracing emerging leadership styles in 2025. Embracing imagine. I don't think I said this earlier. That okay, this week we're going to be looking at. I mean, when we say leadership, we're not going to be talking about democratic, autocratic. I think when we advocate for changing curriculum, we should be one of the first to do it. So we're not looking at the old style. We are looking at something new. So this morning we are looking at something different. The landscape of leadership is undergoing a profound transformation. Just like the world is changing, leadership styles, if you agree with me, should be changing. The rapid evolution of technology, shifting workforce dynamics, and the increasing complexity of global market demands a new approach to leadership. And which type of leadership style do we talk about here? Now we talk about the one that's adaptive, inclusive, and forward thinking. So the emerging leadership styles that I have observed, I read also in an article, and then I'm just bringing all this together now. I'm going to be just talking about two types today, and then I hope that subsequent episodes probably will come back to leadership again. We pick the rest. I mean, I found these two very interesting in the article I read, and I felt so. I think just need to talk about this. So, what are these two types of leadership styles now that we have that have been observed that are emerging in 2025? The first one is tag founder mode leadership style. Founder, I mean, the leadership style that that is taken from the attitude of a founder. I mean, if you want to start something now, the attitude you have towards work, okay, is becoming like a style now. And what's the insight there? This style emphasizes bold decision making, proactive planning, and a long-term vision. Yes, leaders adopting this approach act as the with the passion of a founder, of a startup founder. When you have the dream and you want to really launch into it. So that's how you also lead, and that is how you lead in 2025 going forward, because nobody gets it right. As I've said, nobody really. So every day you need to see yourself as a new founder, as a startup person, so that you'll be able to approach the world in a different way. But if you want to sit back and say, okay, no, I want to use the old style, call it transactional type of leadership that you've been using before, very rigid, full of rules and regulations, things are changing. I read another article yesterday of how the sorry for that. I read the article of how the world is moving from knowledge economy to innovation economy. No, so if that is the reality, then the way you lead your team, the way you lead in your business, the way you lead in your school, the way you lead people around, okay, even in your community, if you're a community leader, should change. And how do you cultivate this attitude? Okay, just three things here quickly. Cultivate an entrepreneurial mindset. Okay, encourage innovation and be willing to take calculated risks. Be proactive in planning, and then have long-term vision. Okay, and the long-term vision there is something that's sustainable based on the current consistent changes that we have. Okay, now ask yourself, am I leading as a founder? Okay, all the time, because you are innovating. That's where the founder part comes from, because you are innovating all the time. So you must have a founder perspective. All right, second one there, we are not going to really take a long time here now, is transcendent leadership style. Okay, this one is a holistic approach, balancing doing and being. You see, since knowledge is becoming very democratic, I mean, AI has democratized knowledge. So nobody can say, I own this knowledge. Nobody say anybody can just type anything. I was looking for something that happened many years ago. I just searched. All right, sorry for the break in transmission there. So nobody can really have a monopoly of knowledge. Knowledge is democratized now, especially because artificial intelligence. Here. So what you do differently, you need to learn how to now balance doing and being, especially with ethical approaches, okay, ethical practices. So how do you apply this quickly? One, you need to practice a lot of self-awareness. Okay, reflect a lot within and ask yourself, am I getting it? So that's when you are balancing. Then be very inclusive. There is no rigidity anymore now. Okay, be open to diverse perspectives to things now. You just don't do that. You just need to balance your doing and being. So you need to just be open to a lot of perspectives now, and then practice what we call ethical practices. Okay, align decision with moral values and social responsibility. But what will stand you out between the other person that has the same knowledge now is how you now approach it. So if you have been cutting corners before now and been doing it in a fast way, and nobody, you just believe you are the only one doing it. Sorry, we are so many now doing the same thing. Okay, so it's the way you practice. Okay, the way you approach people. It's your people attitude now. It's your communication skill and so many other things now that will stand you out. Quickly, we are going to be running up today. There are other two more, but I'm not going to be talking about them today. Agile leadership style and AI integrated leadership style. But I think you can still find all these two in the two that I mentioned earlier. So let's quickly close it today for the weekend, and then let's take our words of affirmation. Please, you can ask yourself before we do that. Let's take a practical step now. What do you do to adapt to these styles? Continuous learning is okay. Mentorship and networking it is, and then implement incremental changes. Just need to keep on adopting small changes, adapting to things happening around you. So quickly, words of affirmation. I am committed to evolving as a leader, embracing new styles and approaches that align with the dynamic world. Through continuous learning and adaptability, I lead with vision, integrity, and innovation. Thank you very much. Enjoy your week and promise me that you're going to rest because I am still going to also rest more and more. And next week, we are going to be taking another skill. Another skill. And I think what's come to my mind now, I will check, is how to build your creativity skill in 2025 so that you can really evolve. Thank you and enjoy.